Boarding arrangements are more dominant in secondary school education in Kenya, always embraced and seen as a way children can concentrate on their studies without any distractions. However, arson attacks are not new in the Kenyan school system. It's a thread stringing since the 1990s. The phenomenon has been attributed to family setups, drug abuse, learning environment, and psychological issues, with its frequency, severity, and collective nature of the inferno ringing alarm bells.
The cases of unrest have been informed by a number of causes, ranging from strained relationships or poor communication between school administrators and students. There is also peer pressure, interference by local communities, fear of examinations and anxiety, drug and alcohol abuse, and general indiscipline.
A lot of maybe parents, they are not able to give these basic things that the child need, or they're interfering with the developmental of the children. So you find these children, they grow with a lot of psychological distress.
Education experts say laxity in the ministry in inspection and supervision of schools and disaster preparedness might also have contributed to school fires.
As a student steps into that compound, this student is aware of the environment, knows even the escape routes. If it is the dormitories, the structures they've been constructed. We have complied with the standards. We are not allowing ourselves to create those small dormitories with so many beds, some even going to the triple-decker case, which now is becoming like the madness, because that has not been sanctioned by the ministry. And yet, having so many officers, and you're just wondering, what exactly do they do on a day-to-day basis? And should you find them in a particular school, are you sure that they've effectively undertaken the assignment that took them there? Can you sit with them and ask, show me your checklist on what you're actually inspecting in the school?
And following that, the ministry is now looking at having quarterly reports on quality assessment and safety standards in schools.
We have commissioned a national audit of all our boarding schools to assess their compliance with the Safety Standards Manual. We will elevate the provisions of the Safety Standards Manual to a binding legal status with criminal sanctions for those who fail to comply. We have committed to work with the criminal justice system to ensure that appropriate action is taken to punish those that destroy property and cause loss of life through acts of arson and intentional destruction of property.
Further, the experts say there is need for inclusion of students in policy making and establishment of counselling departments for psychosocial support.
What would be required is an environment which is a little bit open, free, and the exchange of ideas from all. As a child, you're a child, yes, but your voice counts. You're respected, your dignity is protected, everything around you is secured.
The teachers to be aware of the kind of a group they are dealing with. If they interact with the psychologists, they will be able to understand each and every group, they have their own challenges. They have their things that they are fighting with to survive or to become better, to develop a character that can be seen as like a stable character.
The curve on arson attack has been gradually going up. In November 2021, 126 arson attack cases were reported between January and November. 302 students were arrested in connection with those incidents, and 41 appeared in court accused of arson and destruction of property, with one known conviction being an 18-year-old girl found guilty of manslaughter for starting a fire that resulted in the death of 10 students at Moi Girls School in Nairobi in 2017 and was handed a 5-year prison term.
Since January 2024, Mr. Speaker, to 16th of September 2024, there have been 106 fire incidents in our schools, with 35,000 of these occurring during this third term. The fires are mainly targeted dormitories, and the total cases of unrest in schools since the beginning of 2024 now stand at 238.
Bentura Kumbuka, K24. Nairobi.